Hello children, good morning to you all. Yesterday we have started the new lesson, the organs of the UNO. I spoke to you about all the organs of the UNO, how do they work and everything. And I told you about there are 6 organs of the UNO. They help the UNO in the smooth functioning of the UNO. They are General Assembly, Security Council, Economic and Social Council, Secretariat, International Court of Justice, and last Trusteeship Council. General Assembly is the largest organ of the UN. It is the policy making body. It forms budget for the working of the UNO. All organs. It meets once in a year, that is in the month of September, on 3rd Tuesday of September it meets. Its session will continue till the end of December. It appoints the members for all other organs and other specialized agencies of the UNO. Second comes the Security Council. It is the smallest one, but it is the most important organ of the UNO. It has 15 members. Out of 15 members, 5 are permanent members and 10 are non-permanent members. 5 permanent members are France, China, USA, Russia and UK. Other 10 non-permanent members are elected by the General Assembly for the term of 2 years. The main function of the Security Council is to prevent wars and maintain world peace and security. If in the case of any wars and all, it sends peacekeeping forces to other countries to assist them in stopping the war. Then next comes the Secretariat. It is the administrative organ of the UNO. It doesn't have any members as such, but it has a very huge staff which works for the UNO, and the Secretary General is the head of the Secretariat. At present, Antonio Guterres is the Secretary General of the UN, and he will work till 2022. He works till 2022. Then again elections take place and again he will be replaced by new Secretary General, or any he also can be continued. It all depends on the votes he gets. Okay. Then fourth is the Economic and Social Council. It has 54 member countries. These members are appointed by the General Assembly on the advice of Security Council. They work for the social development of the countries. It works to promote social relations among the nations in exchange of culture and heritage. At the same time, it helps the countries at times of natural calamities by supplying food, clothes, etc. Then comes the International Court of Justice. It is the legal body of the UNO, judiciary organ we can call it. It has 15 judges. They are also appointed by the General Assembly, and they are appointed for 9 years time. They look into the judicial matters. They settle the disputes if any two countries are having disputes means fights. The last is in Trusteeship Council. It was dissolved very long ago because it worked for attaining freedom for different countries. At present, all the countries are independent, so that it has no work, so it was cancelled. Till here I taught. Now today we are learning about the specialized agencies of the UNO. Understand? We are going to learn about the specialized agencies of the UNO. The UN has appointed so many specialized agencies which help the organs of the UNO or the UNO as a whole to carry on the functions smoothly. The most important ones I am going to give you here. First is UNICEF. UNICEF, it is the abbreviation. Okay. And the second one is UNESCO. Third is WHO. Fourth is FAO. Fifth is IMF. Sixth is ILO. These are the short forms. What do they stand for really is I am going to teach you now. Look here. UNICEF stands for United Nations. UN always stands for United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund. I am going to give you in the type matter. You have to copy them today. United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund means it works for the welfare of the child, children and their mother. So here it provides funds for the working of the organizations which try to uplift or improve the health conditions, education and solving food problems of the people in village areas or in remote areas, and they will help the primary health centers in uplifting the health of the people, and they help in educating the people, pregnant women and the children. And UNICEF cards are sold to get money to help this UNICEF. It was formed on 1946. Formation 1946. Its headquarters is in New York. Okay. So it works for the welfare of the children. UNESCO, United Nations Economic, Scientific, Cultural Organization, means it works for the exchange of ideas in the fields of education, science, and for improving the monetary condition of the people. So it was formed on 16th November. This is on 11th December. December 11, 1946. And New York, it is the headquarters. UNESCO was formed in November 16th November 1945. And as I told, it works for the upliftment of the social relations of the people. It helps the countries at times of natural calamities. Then WHO, World Health Organization. It was established on 7th April 1948. Its headquarters is at Geneva in Switzerland. World Health Organization, as the name indicates, it works for the betterment of the people, welfare, health, to improve the general health condition of the people. Why? Because during Second World War, there was a pandemic in the world like we have now in COVID-19. Same way, there was a pandemic in those days due to this largest uh, loss of human life and all. So that time people were homeless, children did not get proper food and all. That time WHO, UNICEF worked together. WHO worked for general health, improvement of general health condition. Now next FAO. WHO stands for World Health Organization. I am going to give FAO, Food and Agricultural Organization. It was established on 16th October 1945. Its headquarters is in Rome, Italy. It works for the it works to increase the food production of the countries. It assists the backward countries in implementing scientific methods of cultivation, and it provides loans for buying scientific equipments for doing farming. Then comes IMF. IMF stands for International Monetary Fund. IMF stands for International Monetary Fund. It is also known as World Bank. It gives loans to the countries for their progress. Its headquarters is in Washington DC. Understand? It was established on 27th December 1945. Okay. Now it is all about ILO, International Labour Organization. It works for the laborers to do justice with them regarding their rights, their wages, etc. It was established in 19 16th October 1919. Its headquarters is also at Switzerland, and it works to secure the laborers with their with their rights, their wages, etc. These are the different specialized agencies which help the United Nations in doing their work properly. Okay, after so many years, what is the achievement of the UNO in this regard? Because of the help of its organs and specialized agencies, the UNO was able to achieve lot of its goals. Understand? It was successful in maintaining peace in the world, and wherever there is a problem, it sends its peacekeeping troops, means army, in the Middle East countries. In wherever the troubled spots are there, places are there, it sends its army. Then a humanitarian aid. Aid means help. It provides help to the people in a distress. Then when they lose all the hopes, UNO comes forward to help them. About the UN High Commissioner for Refugees based in Geneva provides food and shelter for the refugees. The people will come from one country to another. They go to stay in other countries, leaving their own motherland. Due to some reason, they will drive away them. In that case, they have to come back. Such people are called refugees. They work. This UNO works for the rehabilitation of the refugees. Means it works to uh, provide shelter, food, and clothing for such people who are driven away by the countries where they were living. Understand? And it works, it takes lot of care to save environment, to maintain ecological balance in the environment. For that purpose, so many Earth Summit uh, meeting session they have conducted in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, where Olympic Games took place previously in that place, and they decided certain rules for maintaining ecological balance by not cutting tree, by not polluting water, providing shelter for wild animals and birds, etc. This way, UNO is very successful in maintaining all the balances in the countries in the field of culture, education, heritage, health, food production, labor organization, what not, ecological balance, etc. So, here ends our lesson and we are going to start with the notes tomorrow. So, thank you, children.